Here are 6 topics that woke me up from the Matrix. First is the existence of God. Years ago, I went down the apologetics track to be able to prove that God exists and know for sure that God exists, and not just believe something because I grew up in it. I've been a Christian for years. When you talk to atheists, you realize that they don't have sufficiently logical answers for most things, like the laws of logic, the laws of nature, mathematics being applicable to physical reality. Where does morality come from? Where does the universe in general come from? They have no answers for. They'll tell you all the stars, and all this is NASA fake images anyway, but they'll tell you that they all came from nothingness. Nothingness. And then if there's no God, what is the point of doing anything? What's the point of feeding your kids, of doing the right thing? There's no point in any of it. Before we continue, what are some topics that woke you up from the Matrix? Go ahead and put them in the comments so other people can be aware of what's going on here. The next thing that helped wake me up was the Tartarian situation. All these buildings were already here in America. They were here in, Vietnam, China, Canada. These buildings are all over the world, and they're all Roman buildings. These are Roman pagan buildings. All right. And the story is that settlers, in the late 1800s, were building these amazing buildings by hand, no technology. They'd live in shacks. They'd wake up in the morning from their shack. They go to the Roman, essentially, construction site, build this. They quarry all the stones from some quarry, carry it with horses on carts, and build this perfect architecture. That's the story they want us to believe. And they built it up in 2 years. They built all this kind of stuff in 2 years. The World's Fairs, amazing buildings built in just a few years, torn down just for an exhibit, just for show. No real purpose except just for show. They tear it down, and they want us to believe that story. And these buildings are in every major country, and it's a huge conspiracy. And look at that eagle. That's a Roman eagle. And this, when I realized that history was fake, and they've been lying to us about this, the settlers and the gold rush and all that stuff, I'm like, dude, what am I supposed to believe? And what are these buildings for real? What is this? Who built this? Why did they build it? When did they build it? The flat earth is the next one. The flat earth is the most earth-shattering conspiracy that I found out was true. Okay? This was the one that woke me completely up. And look at that city way over there. Way over there. The horizon is always flat. Water always finds its level. And if we were flying in space in an endless vacuum, why is it that we have no container for air pressure? How are we all alive? How are we all breathing? And look, the sun rays, they go around in a circle. They go around like that. If the sun was 93 million miles away, the sun rays should shoot down like this, straight down.